The Stairway to Heaven, God reveals himself to Jacob. The story of Jacob's dream reveals God's presence and his covenant promises. The Stairway to Heaven, God reveals himself to Jacob. The story of Jacob's dream reveals God's presence and his covenant promises. As Jacob fled from his brother Esau, he stopped for the night at a certain place. Genesis 28:12-13 says, "He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, with its top reaching to heaven. And the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. There above it stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying." In this dream, Jacob saw heaven opened and God speaking to him. The Lord confirmed his covenant, promising descendants, blessing, and protection. When Jacob awoke, he was filled with awe. Genesis 28:16-17 says, "When Jacob awoke from his sleep, he thought, surely the Lord is in this place, and I was not aware of it. He was afraid and said, how awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God. This is the gate of heaven." The spiritual meaning is that God reveals himself to those whom he calls, showing that heaven is open to those who walk in his ways. Jesus explained how God reveals himself. John 14:21 says, "The one having my commands and keeping them is the one loving me. The one loving me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love him and reveal myself to him." Jacob's dream was not just for his comfort, but to show that God reveals himself to those who love and obey him. Only those who love God with all their heart and soul, keep the commands of Jesus, and do the will of the Father, can see God and receive God's revelation to him in a dream. Amen.